Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
If you see any good players, tell them to come here.
Kenny Wayton's gonna score! Kenny Wayton's gonna score!
We don't need any extra motivation to come in and want to whoop your ass.
All right, Dan Lanning just joined us. A couple things for the Dan Lanning post-game show before we get to In the News. One thing outside of Lanning. I am told that YouTube is back up, so you can stream us now.
We are viewable, sir.
Yeah.
My ugly mug and your nicely salt and peppered mug. Good to go.
Thank you. Well, yeah, so I guess they've been working on that for quite some time. And in a stunning turn of events, it was a corporate bullsh problem.
Shocking.
Stunning turn of events.
An Odyssey station.
Here at Odyssey. But so we don't have the video of the Lanning interview, but we do have the podcast of the Lanning interview and the Lovable Mariners Gremlin there. He's putting that up right now. And then YouTube stream is back up if you want to check that out. So, yeah, a couple things. One, I love that he said that he loves classical piano. I did not know that.
That is cool.
And I do, too. And the reason I do is my mom always listened to classical music in the house growing up.
That's really fun.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, she just texted me the other day because they're out here now and they're in a senior living place. And I set her radio, her old school radio that she has in there, I set that to the classical music channel. And she texted me and said, "Oh, thanks. This is a great channel," because she loves her classical music. And so I kind of picked up on that. But I don't know how you couldn't love classical music and classical piano. It is so, he's so right. It is so soothing. Just put it on in the background. Your mood will instantly shift north.
Yeah, if I need like a relaxation feeling while I'm doing some prep or reading some stories or writing update. Yeah, absolutely. Classical.
So nice.
Yeah.
And then I got to check it out. I won't have time here on the show, but the 50 Cent Eminem
what is
that he's talking about, I gotta check that out.
What is he talking about? Because I missed that.
AI for the win.
AI's been coming up with some funny songs, so he's probably not wrong.
You know, I gotta say, we've talked about this ad nauseum here. We talked about it with Mario Cristobal when he left Oregon to go to Miami. The Ducks on the field slipped. It was clear that he was 1 foot out the door. Now, I think what Lanning was just talking about with regards to how you handle overtures from other teams while you have a job to do, I thought was great. He's just saying, hey, let's be open and honest about it. I want to help you achieve your dreams, but let's also make sure we're buttoned up with the job in front of us. So it's the first time that I've actually thought, oh, okay, because I've always been one to think, oh, a coach, once a hot coach is leaving, and you can tell those talks are ramping up, or there's whispers, or there's stuff out in the media about it. Instantly, I'm like, okay, watch their team. They're going to go south. But this is the first time he's made me think maybe it's more just about the person and how they handle it. Because it is just it's part of the gig. Happens all the time. So maybe it's just about the character of the person who is leaving. I don't know, it's just how you handle it. And I love that. So, with Will Stein, and we know this happens. A coach's agent is negotiating with another school or other schools behind the scenes, and it picks up steam. And, Stein now is having to, or whomever, is having to talk to their families. And, like Lanning said, maybe they want a Zoom call at the worst time, and you're prepping for a game, and they want to talk to you. I think it's really good if you're worried about that element. One, it didn't hurt the Ducks at all, at least I don't think, when Kenny Dillingham left, in terms of, his performance towards the end. Georgia won the national championship with Dan Lanning already thinking he was going to Oregon. And that may help you rest a little easier about Will Stein and where because I know he had a rough week last Saturday against Indiana. His name came up a lot in a lot of the discussions of Oregon football this week. And then that inevitably pops up where it's like, oh, is his eye off the ball? Is he already talking to other teams? But I think what Lanning said there was great leadership. And I think I don't know how there would be a better way to handle your coaches getting job offers than the way he said he handles it. And hopefully that rubs off on the Will Steins of the world. Because Will Stein is going to be a head coach in college football within the next couple of years. It's just the nature of the beast. So I thought he was really good on that. What else did we have there? Oh, the last thing was, we didn't talk a lot about the Indiana game, but when I asked him, what are the things you're taking from the Indiana game to work on this week? He said one word that tells me all I need to know about how they viewed how that game went down. And he said recognition. That's it. And that is reference to both the coaching staff and Dante Moore understanding what was in front of them and what Indiana was showing them. They did not handle it well. Dante Moore did not handle it well. Dan Lanning has admitted that the offensive coaches didn't handle it well. They did try to switch things up. It just, they got Indiana, man. They got Kurt Signetti'd. And that's what Suk was. You got to give Suk some credit on this. He was warning about that all last week. He said this team is going to be the best team you're going to play all week because what they do, or all year, sorry, what they do defensively, what Signetti does is he throws a lot of NFL style looks at you where it looks like it's one thing and he disguises it and it ends up being another. Or they there's a lot that the quarterback has to read. And when Dan Lanning said recognition, I think we're all on the same page. They just didn't handle that very well last week. And that's a learning moment for Dante Moore. It's a learning moment for the coaches. And, maybe they run into Indiana again. Maybe they run into Indiana in the playoffs. Now, here's the thing about Oregon. So you go into Rutgers, should beat Rutgers. I feel like you're going to have a focus group. I feel like they're going to be sharp. I think they're just going to run the hell out of the ball. I mean, I don't see why Oregon has to get cute at all in this game. Not that they do. I just mean, like, it doesn't have to be exotic. Run the ball. You were actually having success running the ball against Indiana. Just run it, get the hell out of New Jersey with the W, get back home and reset this thing. But I do think Oregon, there needs to be some urgency now. You've lost one game. We're looking at this slate of college football, and we'll talk more about it probably later today or tomorrow. You look at USC Notre Dame, that's this weekend. USC cannot lose that game if they want to go to the playoff. And Notre Dame certainly cannot lose that game if they want to go to the playoff because they already have 2 losses. So it's a de facto playoff game. And Oregon is not at that point yet. But having lost to Indiana, there's less slack in the rope. You could maybe drop another one and make the playoff, but you don't want to. You want to run this table. And it starts Saturday with an inferior opponent. I think they're just going to shove them around and get out of there. I don't know about the point spread. I think it's like 17 or something. I don't know about that. Long trip. And Shiano's a good coach. Probably a huge game for Rutgers, right? Biggest game they've hosted in a while. So I don't know about the point spread, but I just think Oregon keeps it simple, runs the ball, and gets out of there. But you got USC on the schedule down the road. You got Washington. Oh, they go to Iowa, don't they? That'll be an interesting trip.
Yeah.
What, are you poo-pooing the Iowa trip? I think
No.
that's a tough game. I mean,
that is going to be a tough. Yeah, more. Yeah, like kind of concerned. Sorry.
Yeah.
Not flippant.
Yeah, I think what would be interesting about it. Watch Penn State at Iowa this weekend. Penn State's going there, and nobody knows what the hell to expect because Penn State just fired James Franklin. But that'll be interesting. I feel like Oregon should be able to run this table, but if they want to make the playoff, like I said, back to the, you could meet Indiana again in the playoff. They're going to be in the playoff because they should run the table as well. So this is getting good, man. It's getting good, but a little less slack in the rope after losing that one. And then what? Wisconsin, I think.
Yep.
Back home next week.
Wisconsin? Yeah. Will Fickle last that long?
That's a good question. Who do they play? They playing this week, or is that another?
Another bye.
Is that another
Oregon?
team has a bye before Oregon?
I don't know. Let me look.
I thought they play somebody.
Yeah, the 18th they play Ohio State.
Oh, yeah, they got to play.
Good luck.
Yeah, so Fickle's screwed.
Yeah.
He's got Ohio State and Oregon back-to-back.
I
It will be interesting to see. I don't know. Do you think Fickle's their coach when they come here next week?
Well, that's the thing, because out of 3 or 4 games are against top 10 opponents. Ohio State, then Oregon. They've got a Washington break, if you call it that, and then number 3, Indiana, that they've got to travel to in a month. So, see, I'm surprised they haven't canned him already, to be honest. That's a tough stretch, man.
Yeah, see, I think they want to can him.
Okay.
But I feel like with Ohio State coming to town, that's kind of doing your staff dirty a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Fickle's out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, they just lost 37-0, dude. I mean, it's not working. But at the same time, there's probably a better time to fire him than right before you take on Ohio State and Oregon.
I mean, does it matter? Like, 37-0, that's okay. We leave you on the tarmac. You obviously aren't the guy for us. Like, and you've got to make a statement as an athletic department.
I think it does matter. I think it does matter. I think you got to be careful with that. I mean, but what do I know? I'm no AD. All right, thanks to Dan Lanning. Hey, his appearances here on the show brought to you by Philbrook Law. When it comes to your case, Philbrook Law is rooted in substance, not flash. For more information, visit philbrook-law.com. Philbrook Law, your local law team. He joins us every Thursday at 4. In the news is next. We have big restraining order news, and the University of Oregon is in bed with big tech. Here's Schultz.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, a busy day in baseball today. It's Game 3 of the NLCS in action right now down in Los Angeles. It's been a close one so far. Top of the 5th. 1 out for the Milwaukee Brewers, still tied at 1 run apiece. It was started pretty early by Shohei Ohtani hitting a leadoff triple. Mookie Betts hitting him in with an RBI double. Jake Bauers, though, with an RBI as well for the Brewers to tie it up. It looks like they pulled, the Brewers did pull Aaron Ashby after just 1/3. Handed it off to the flamethrower Jacob Mizorowski. He is still in the game. 7 strikeouts so far. Glasnow on the other side for the Dodgers has 7 strikeouts as well, and of course that 1 earned run. Later on, the Seattle Mariners, who still hold a 2-1 series lead in the ALCS over the Blue Jays, get going with Game 4 up in Seattle. Luis Castillo versus Max Scherzer on the bump. First pitch for that one, 5:33 on Fox Sports 1. 9:10 ESPN Portland going to join that in progress following the wrap-up of Game 3 of the NLCS. Week 7 of the NFL kicking off tonight in Cincinnati with Joe Flacco and the Bengals hosting the Steelers. It's a Thursday night football matchup. Pittsburgh 4.5-point favorites in that one. Kickoff set for 5:15 on Amazon Prime. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Schulte from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Heard missing work? The insurance company's acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The Fan is live on YouTube and Twitch. And now Window Nation brings you on-demand video. Isaac and Suk on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
All right, welcome back to our show. Hope you're having a nice little Thursday. It is October 16, 2025. It is time now for In the News. I am your noted newsman. Hello, thank you. Please be seated and all rise. It is brought to you by the Advocates Injury Attorneys at AdvocatesLaw.com. Today, believe it or not, Schulte, it is National Sports Day.
Hey.
How about that?
That's just
How
perfect.
about that?
Wonder when that started. National Sports
That's a good
Day.
question.
Yeah, like when did that get going?
1996. I don't know.
Sure. During the Olympics, right?
Lasers.
It is also Global Cat Day.
Oh, love that. I have 2 kitties. I think I've told you that before.
I didn't know that. You're a cat guy?
My wife made me a cat guy.
Yeah.
We have 2 Siamese, chocolate point Siamese. They're beautiful.
Oh.
Their names are Pikachu and Eevee after 2 Pokemon.
So Siamese, are they as, like, they have a reputation as being a-holes?
Is
that true?
It's not an a-hole reputation. It's just like they're very loud. They're very talkative. They are the most talkative cats of all the breeds.
What language? Did they speak English?
No, but they meow a lot, and they just honestly, I think they have the biggest personalities of any breed. But that's just me. A little biased.
Well, we have 2 cats too. Did you know that?
I did not.
Well, we inherited. So my wife's father lived with us until he passed.
Okay.
Earlier this year, and the 2 cats. My wife cannot bring herself to get rid of the cats.
Of course not.
So they live down in the ADU where he was,
Oh.
and they. I feel like they're imprisoned. Like I don't think it's a good life for them, but she does. I don't know. It's an interesting thing. Now I have actually kind of warmed up to the cats. I've told Suk this before on the air, but especially one of them is really sweet. So I don't know. I wouldn't call me cat guy.
Yeah.
You know, I don't get the whole litter thing and litter boxes and this
That's a bitch.
scratch towers. It's just weird.
I mean,
and they kind of smell.
Thankfully, we have an area downstairs. Our garage is we've got like a split level, like in our garage is down on the 3rd level where we've got a stairway down to the door, and that's where we keep like the litter.
Oh, they're
it's like
down
a
there.
spinning litter box, you know?
Okay.
So we don't smell it, thankfully,
Okay.
and I try to keep that going. But yeah, dude, I get it.
All right. Now, what we've taken to doing is because we feel so bad for them down there, and we go down. I'll go down there and hang with them or whatever every once in a while.
Yeah.
But we've begun to let them out of the house and just out of where they live.
Yeah.
And just let them roam around.
That's
and
a good
they
practice.
seem to really like that
That's awesome.
because they are cats. Like isn't there? Like
They
I
need
told
to
her, it's
roam.
like they need some sort of stimulation. Like they're in prison.
No,
So we give them
exactly.
prison yard time every day for about 15 minutes.
As long as they're okay in the yard and they're not able to get out of that yard.
Oh no, they're able to get out.
See,
The fat one's not, but the other one is.
coyotes are around Oregon.
Listen,
And that's
I
the
told her,
problem.
I said, listen, if one of them dies out in the wild,
Lot of
isn't
people
that
say-
better than them croaking in that ADU all bored to tears? You know, it's the
I
circle
don't
of
know
life,
about
man.
that.
It's a freaking cat. All the cat wants to do is chase mices, right? Am I wrong?
And play with string.
Yeah. So if it gets picked up by an eagle and ripped to shreds, you know what? It's there are predators. It's a tough world out there.
Well,
It's better than being bored in a prison cell.
I don't think they're always bored, but I don't think they want to get eaten either, Rob. I think there's a nice happy balance between the
They
two,
don't know.
brother.
They won't know the difference. Also, shout out to a very famous cat on Global Cat Day. Much love to Matilda, who I was told today is Andre Munoz's grumpy cat.
Yes.
And he, of course, the closer of the Mariners. There are funny pictures of him. Apparently, he brings Matilda with him on road trips.
Yep.
And there's some great pictures of him just laying in hotel beds with that a-hole cat staring at a...
Yeah, a little gross, flat-faced
he's one of those flat-faced ones that looks so pissed off.
Yep.
It's hilarious.
Lovable only by its owner. God.
Well, the restraining order to block the National Guard from coming to war-torn Portland has been extended for 2 more weeks.
There we go.
So you will not see the National Guard for 2 more weeks.
Take that, feds? I don't know.
Yeah, take that. I don't know, man. Listen, here's what I think is cool. One thing I think that's great that's happening. Well, one, you got war-torn Comic-Con going on down there. I think that's hilarious.
Yep.
And I think what is happening because somebody just forwarded a story from MSN, a national news outlet. I saw one. I don't follow a lot of national news anymore because I just get so disgusted.
Yeah.
But there was a CNN story that came across my timeline that was of the same ilk, and that is that it is starting to become a story how much fun and how absurd the protesters down at the ice building in Portland, how much fun they're having and how absurd it is. That is becoming a national headline, which is great.
It's parodying itself.
But it's great because what's happening is, so it's getting out that there's a bunch of people just goofing off, a guy in a chicken suit, there's a bunch of people in animal costumes, and for the longest time, you really didn't, only we knew that was what was going on down here. But I think now nationally, it is getting out that that's what the protests are like. There was a freaking jazz band down there playing. Somebody was playing Twister. Like, they're making a mockery of the situation, and it's getting out nationally. And I feel like what is happening is, this article that I read from CNN said, what we can, they were asking the question, what we can learn from the Portland protests, and I think they're starting to see that the way Portlanders are protesting down there is accomplishing far more than any protest that involves anger and confrontation, because they're making the other side look silly, like it's a joke, and they're making it a joke. And so now I love that is becoming, I mean, maybe not on some news networks, but to a lot of national media, that is getting out, and I think it is making the feds and ICE look terrible. And that's great. That's what I want. It's making them look silly. So it's like this, the way, I think unintended consequences maybe, but what has happened, look, I gotta be honest, I couldn't be more in love with it.
It's a South Park episode down there.
I couldn't be more in love with it.
It's
I
funny.
just think it's hilarious.
I hear you, man.
On to some other things. University of Oregon is in bed with big tech. Schultze, your alma mater, right?
No, I went to Mount Hood Community College, sir.
You're not even...
No, I'm not a Duck. We've discussed, Dirt and Sprague and I have discussed this at nauseum. I got my Duck fandom from my not anymore stepdad.
You're one of those.
I mean, I went to games from the age of, 12, 13 on through my high school years. It was pretty formative sports years for me, so.
Unbelievable.
Dude, I'm
Unbelievable.
just telling you how I was raised up and what games I went to, man. What am I supposed to oh, here I am at Oregon. I hate this team. F you. I don't know what to do.
Well, you should be a Mount Hood fan. That's where you went.
The Bulldogs? Do
Yeah,
they even have
dude.
a football team?
They had a good baseball team when I was there.
They did. You went to Mount Hood too?
Yeah, I started at, little known fact, I started at the radio school out there.
Did you really?
Yeah, I went there for about a little over a year.
So I did go there for a very specific
That's
reason.
how I met John Lund from the Old School Fan.
Love John Lund.
And then, yeah, the rest is history.
Yeah, John Lund's great. Was recently most in San Francisco. But I went there to sing in their jazz choir. Genesis got a full ride scholarship, man.
Really?
Yeah, paid for school for 2 years.
That's great.
It was really fun, really blessed. It was just a
Well, what the hell happened to you?
great time. I literally stopped to do radio. That's what happened.
Living the dream, baby. Living the dream. Okay, so there is a study from the University of Oregon, and it says, despite previous findings, Oregon-led research has determined that smartphone use is not necessarily related to the well-being of adults. The study conducted by the University of Oregon and Google Research found that younger adults experience lower moods when using social media in one particular stance, but the link between mental health and digital surfing was either weak or statistically insignificant when assessing longer time periods. According to Nicholas Allen of the University of Oregon, he is a psychology professor, led the team that conducted the study. For 4 weeks, researchers recorded the smartphone activity and daily moods of more than 10,000 participants who were at least 18 years of age. They noted that previous studies have included self-reported data, which scientists claimed isn't as reliable.
Of course.
He said, our findings challenge the popular assumption that smartphone use is inherently harmful to mental health and well-being. There's been a lot of public concern and policy discussion, often based on small, self-reported studies. This large-scale objective data suggests That relationship is far more nuanced and in most cases minimal, at least over this time frame.
What specifically are they scrolling? Because it just says using your phone. I'd like to know.
I don't think it matters. I mean, I think they're saying it doesn't matter. Like, it's just if you're using it.
Well, I call bullshit on that, man. Because if you're sitting there reading comments on social media for 2 hours straight about how you're a piece of ass,
that's fair.
I kind of call bullshit on that.
Okay.
I'd be interested to see
All
like who exactly was talked to.
right. The findings, which were published in the National Library of Medicine early this week, show that demographics like age and gender were more likely to negatively impact mental well-being than smartphone usage. Notably, researchers discovered that younger adults and women experience lower moods despite how often they surfed social meds.
Well, at least the younger audience, yeah, I get it. They're kind of being told that life sucks, right? So, on or off social
So he
media.
kind of talks about your question. He says, smartphones are part of the context of our daily lives. They're not inherently good or bad. The key is understanding how people use them and how technology can be designed to support well-being rather than detract from it. That's a little bit of what you're talking
That
about.
Facebook should have never been invented. That's how. Go back and kill that, but we can't. It's funny that, we're going to find a solution.
You know what? You can kill it. You don't have to be on it.
No, that's true.
I'm not on it.
Good.
And my life's better for it.
I use it for marketplace.
Yeah,
I literally,
a lot of people do.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I feel like that's one of the biggest uses for Facebook now. It's like, what cars are for sale? Look for my Miata on there, which I do frequently.
The university revealed that Google first proposed the collaboration with the professor in 2021. The search engine's director and head of clinical research and health impact co-authored the study. So, yeah, I mean, Google's behind it, so you know.
A company that makes money based on people scrolling says it's not
so bad.
Come on. Weren't we just talking earlier this week about like the feds and the dairy companies sponsoring the whole Got Milk movement? Like, we know why this is being said.
All right. Coming up next, we're looking for a man, and there is a gold scam sweeping Oregon. This is In the News for October 16th on 105.1 The Fan.
This is the Fan's Window into Sports, a view into today's top stories. Brought to you by Window Nation, online at windownation.com.
2 down. And their liner, Guerrero on one hop, is there to pick it up, step on the bag, and the Blue Jays have reminded everybody this series is far from over. They win it 13-4. Seattle now leads the series 2-1.
Well, their bats woke up, Toronto, and so you hope that that's not a harbinger of things to come.
Beebs pitched 6 good innings, too.
Who did?
Shane
Bieber did pretty well
Yeah.
after the 2-run home run, yeah. Well, tonight it's Scherzer v. Castillo. And Scherzer with his crazy eyes, you know, you never know what to expect from him. But should be fun. Window Nation, replace your old and drafty windows. The more you buy, the more you save. This month, between 30 and 50% off until Halloween. Call 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com.
The Oregon State Beavers are on the ropes. Souk on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
All right, welcome back to our show. It is October 16, 2025. It is time for In the News Part 2, where we have a story of a missing man.
Well, that's not good.
I want to tell you about. No, you always see the olds. They kind of wander off sometimes.
Yeah, that's
the thing.
My grandpa had Alzheimer's. It's not fun.
Yeah. Well, that's why they lock up those memory units. You can't. They're fortified, but sometimes people live on their own, and who knows. But authorities are continuing to search for a man who is 78 years of age. He's near Forest Grove, and according to police, who did briefly speak with the missing man, he said he fell into a hole and he doesn't know where he is. They can't find him.
Wait, so he called?
Yeah, he has his phone on him.
Yeah, God, it's smart. To even do that, good for him, but they couldn't ping the phone? That's...
Yeah, that's interesting. You're right. Why couldn't they? Okay, so what they said was, this was Tuesday evening.
Okay.
Forest Grove officers responded to the missing persons report. Family members said Thomas Waitman left their home on foot around 10 a.m., but never came back. He was briefly in contact with authorities and said that he had fallen into a hole, but he didn't know where he was. Officials said they attempted to find Waitman using cell phone triangulation, but they have been unsuccessful in the remote area. The detective said it became apparent early on that he had maybe injured himself or fallen and was unable to get out of where he was, and he was trying to relay details, as many details as he could. The service wasn't great, and the calls kept dropping. This is terrifying.
I know, and it sounds like he's not... I don't know what kind of phone he's using, because if it was like an iPhone or an Android that was at least, somewhat current, you could pull yourself up on the map and then maybe tell people where you are. But
dude, we got to find this guy.
Yeah, seriously.
If that guy died,
no way, man.
What a horrible, 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 horrible thing.
He tried. He was able to reach out to police, which I think is...
He's out there. That's the thing, is he's somewhere. So they're asking people that live around there, they know the streets. They're like, just check your property. Surely they'll find him, right? You can yell, you can...
Right? This is, man, you need people, as many as you can, like you say, Rob, that know that area, neighbors, friends, just to comb anywhere where he could be. That's...
Dude, it's been 48 hours.
Yeah, I was just going to say, even with a missing person, those first 2 days are very critical.
They are employing drones as well. And it's getting cold at night.
Dude, it was in
horrible story.
mid-40s last night. Yeah.
Horrible story. I hope to God they find this guy.
I hope so too. Man,
that is horrible.
If he's in a hole, hopefully he can be protected a little bit from the temperature.
Right.
But God, that's awful.
Dude.
No.
All the nopes.
Nope, please
all
find him.
All the nopes.
Please find him. Hell, I'll go help search. That's awful.
Yeah, get out there, Schultze.
All right, you run the board.
Okay,
I'll go do it.
You have to help search for Thomas, but you will not be able to watch the Mariners. Do you do it?
I gotta. I can't say no. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you paused.
I gotta. It's just that's a rock and a hard place, but I gotta. All right.
Would you maybe listen to it on your phone? You can have an earbud in.
I'd have an earbud in.
One ear listening for Thomas, the other listening to the Mariners lose.
Admittedly, yes. And not lose, you jerk.
Sorry.
I heard that.
Dodgers Brewers 1-1, bottom of 6.
Man, what a pitching performance.
Yeah, Miz is still out there. He has 66 pitches.
Well, if they had 5 Mizorowskis, they could win the series, but they don't. So
Totally.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's your In the News, October 16, 2025. Hopefully they find our man Thomas out there. We have the 10 most expensive buyouts in college football, and UTEP hates the Chiefs. Those items next hour on 105.1 The Fan.
Texting enroll.
George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. A Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network. 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This update is brought to you by Grand Central Bowl Arcade and Sports Bar, your Ducks game day headquarters in Portland. First on the Fan, Game 3 of the NLCS in progress right now down in Los Angeles. Bottom of the sixth, Dodgers have taken a 2-1 lead thanks to an RBI from Tommy Edman. One out, runners on first and third right now. We'll see if they can extend their lead over the Brew Crew at this point. And coming up in just about half an hour from now, the Mariners set to face off against the Blue Jays with a 2-1 series lead in the ALCS. Luis Castillo, VMAX Scherzer on the bump. That's a 5:33 first pitch on Fox Sports 1. Week 7 of the NFL kicking off very shortly in Cincinnati. Joe Flacco and the Bengals hosting the Steelers for Thursday Night Football. Pittsburgh a 4.5-point favorite. Kickoff at 5:15 on Amazon Prime. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Schulte from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Heard missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The home of dirt and spray. Weekday morning 6 to 10 a.m. The Fan Sports Network. 105.1 FM and 1080 AM. Primetime with Isaac and Souk.
12 cats live across the road. Our door's open. Screen's broke. I turn and look. There's a little kitty cat in our kitchen. So I said, "What are you doing in here, little kitty cat?"
Isaac Robb.
Cat starts going, meow, all crazy. We need more dogs.
Jason Sukanik.
Try to let it out the front door. Meow, meow. The cat's still going crazy in there.
This is Primetime on the Fan Sports Network.
We don't need a bunch of cats in here. Meow, looking in the mirror. Be a dog.
105.1 and 1080.
We don't need no meows. We don't need no cats. We need more dogs.
The Fan.
All right, welcome back. Hope you have a nice little Thursday. One half of your sports bros here. I am Isaac. That's me. Big Souk is not over there. He is still in Portugal. He'll be back Tuesday. Remember, no show Monday due to the Seahawks. We do have Schulte over there. Vibe check, Schulte. We got about 5 minutes till first pitch.
35 minutes. It's a 5:33 first pitch tonight.
Oh, okay.
Feeling okay right now. Just
Yeah.
excited, hopeful that they can. It's a second chance to really put their cleat on the throat of the Toronto Blue Jays tonight.
That's right.
It's a second chance.
That's right.
So feeling good. Nervous, but good.
So when do you go do your drugs?
Not till I get home.
Oh, okay.
I gotta wait.
All right. Well, I'm watching the Dodgers and Brewers in here. For those not following, it is Game 3. Dodgers already up 2-0. This one's back in L.A. It is in the bottom of the sixth. They have just pulled Miz and gone to their closer, so the Brewers are kind of on the ropes here. It is 2-1 Dodgers.
Their closer's name is Abner, by the way.
Yeah.
I love that.
His name's Abner, but he doesn't look like someone who would be named Abner at all.
No, he's from the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
So
But he is good.
Yep.
Abner Uribe.
Abner Uribe. That is one of the coolest Major League Baseball names right now.
That dude's filthy. You watched him?
Yes.
He is filthy good.
Yeah, it's like, Munoz or Uribe? I'm Munoz, but
Yeah,
Uribe's good.
Munoz by a little.
Like just a tiny bit, yeah.
But, so they got runners on first and third. Tommy Edman just got an RBI single. And, the thing about it is, Tyler Glasnow pitched well today. So I just did the math.
Yeah.
The Dodgers starting pitchers in this series, 22 and 2/3 innings, they have given up 2 earned runs. 2.
Jeez. So averaging 7 1/3 each starter so far.
Yeah. So
nuts.
Yamamoto went the distance, gave up 1 run. Snell went 8 and gave up no runs. And Glasnow went 5 2/3 and gave up 1 run today. I mean, look, dude. And then they got Ohtani coming up next. Like that. How the hell is anybody going to beat the stupid Dodgers?
Yeah,
if they're doing that.
The Brewers don't have the bats. They just don't.
That's the thing. You hope that if the Mariners get them, Cal Raleigh can MVP their ass. The Salem Cop.
I mean, they lost that, as you pointed out, got swept in that final series of the regular season. Although I don't think that was very competitive, so don't use that as a reference. But yeah, Dodgers.
I am going to use that as a reference. They played 3 games at the end of the season. That's the only time they've met this year. I'm talking about Dodgers and Mariners.
Yep.
And the Dodgers won all 3, and the Mariners scored all of 6 runs.
And they came back and beat them in one of those games as well.
Yeah.
I think
They got 2 from Munoz.
Yeah.
They did the unthinkable. They got 2 off of Munoz and his cat Matilda in the 9th inning. Who does that? Who was the last team to do that? Besides them.
Yeah, seriously, like
That guy's unbelievable.
Somebody in July that I can't remember.
No, but seriously though, if we're talking just real quick, Munoz, so since Mariano Rivera, I was thinking about this the other day. Is Munoz the best? Oh, Jesus.
Dodgers going crazy.
Well, yeah. Your boy Abner threw over to first base and threw it away. So another run is in, 3-1.
Just pitch to the plate, kid.
Yeah. Yeah, why are you even worried about that guy?
I hate that. Yeah, it's like, all right, you're already down 2-1. I get you don't want to lose the double play, but focus on the hitter, bud.
Or if you're going to throw over there, just, don't put it in the dirt.
Yeah.
Goober.
At first baseman always say, hey, if you're going to miss it low.
So so since Rivera, is Munoz the most lockdown closer that we've seen in playoff baseball? Wade Davis of my Royals was nasty.
Mm-hmm.
And Munoz kind of reminds me of him, where in the Royals back then, in that 2-year stretch, they had, well, actually, no, I think only one of the years, they went Kelvin Herrera in the 7th, Greg Holland in the 8th, and Wade Davis in the 9th. All 3 of those guys could have been lockdown closers for any other team. So that was the advantage, one of the advantages the Royals had back then when they were good, is you got to the 7th inning, chances are you were not coming back because they would throw Herrera and then Holland and then Davis. So Wade Davis, in the year that the Royals actually won the World Series, beating the Mets, he pitched 25 innings and gave up 1 run in that postseason. So is Munoz the best closer since Wade Davis or Mariano Rivera for the play in the postseason?
I mean, it's like half the league only has like defined closers every year anyways. So like I feel like this is a bit easier question to answer because of that, but
I can't think of another one.
Yeah, like I don't really, because guys in the past, like you talk about the Dodgers who've been there a lot, like Trinan's not a closer, like none of those guys are really like true closers.
Well, they had Gagne back in the day. You remember that?
But was that playoff success? No, because you're saying,
I'm
like,
talking about,
we could talk Trevor Hoffman, Billy Wagner all day, but that's not what we're going.
Yeah.
We're going postseason, which...
Yeah, just a postseason run where it just feels like if you get the thing the Mariners have going for them, one of the things they have going for them is if you get to the 9th inning, or even in this instance, maybe the 8th.
I would even say the 7th, yeah.
Brash and Munoz, good luck. Those guys are nasty.
And man, Bizzardo has been clutch with those middle innings as well, and they've even called him in the 8th. Like, there's a lot more options for a team like Seattle. But then, hell, man... If you don't get to the starter of the other team, your bullpen doesn't matter. So I get what you're saying.
But I don't know. It's got to be nice to. It's a nice feeling to have the closer in your hip. Like, it would be terrifying to be a Dodger fan, even though they're just obviously the best team. But when Trinan comes in, or that lefty that they bring in, or even Sasaki, you're like, oh God, you're like holding your breath. It's just such a luxury to have Munoz throw out there. You just feel really, really good about it. It's a nice feeling.
I did forget one Dodger in this conversation. Kenley Jansen, when they were on a run in the postseason in the 2010s, he had, I think,
he
a
was
few
pretty
saves
awesome
in a row. Yeah.
Right.
But that's the thing, man. Like, what, Aroldis Chapman a little bit, but I don't think he was on like a run year after year after year. So
I feel like he's a little too volatile. I don't remember him ever. I mean, he's dominant.
Yeah.
But also could give up 5, kind of one of those guys. I don't know. Munoz.
Craig Kimbrell, guy that gets down into that.
Kimbrell?
Yeah, remember for the Braves? I think he's somebody that you could put on that list.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go look at some of their numbers, some of their playoff numbers, because I don't think of them as that. I mean, they were good closers.
Like lockdown.
But not like this. You know, like unhittable. Like Munoz, you really, I mean... You're not hitting him.
His slider is his best pitch. That's
God.
the thing about Munoz, is he's got 101, 102 mile an hour fastball, and his slider's a better pitch.
Yeah, I guess it's more the feeling of the pitcher that comes in that you just know you're good. You know you're good. And Wade Davis was certainly that for the Royals, and Munoz is that for the Mariners. Okay, we are anxiously awaiting first pitch. Mariners, Blue Jays. It is Scherzer, who has two different colored eyes that makes him look crazy, even though he kind of is crazy, from what they say. And he will be going against Luis Castillo. Okay. So if you're just tuning in, we interviewed Dan Lanning earlier. You can catch that podcast anywhere you get your podcasts. We will not have the video of me staring into space as I interview Dan Lanning because we were not on YouTube at the time. Our YouTube stream, now up, was down. So go back and give Dan Lanning a listen as we preview a little bit of Rutgers, talk about travel in the Big Ten. We talk about people sniffing around his coaches and how he handled moving to Oregon when he was still coaching at Georgia. So all of that on the Dan Lanning interview, courtesy of Philbrook Law. This hour, I've got the list of the top 10 most expensive buyouts in college football in honor of James Franklin. And I got to get to this. We'll do this one next. UTEP did a study, and it shows that referees in the NFL favor the Chiefs in the playoffs. So we'll tell you what that study said and what it means when we return. Stay with us, won't you? This is 105.1 The Fan.
Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
Oh, God, the Dodgers have gone to Blake Trinan.
Well, it's over. It's shaky.
Oh, boy. Either that or they're just like, they think so little of the Brewers. They're like, just put Trinan in there.
He's fine. It's fine.
Well, he closed it out last night, barely. Or was that game one?
That was 1, because 2,
Yeah.
it was Yamamoto for 9.
Yeah, he closed out game one.
Didn't need nobody.
All right, let's look at this this Chiefs story. A lot of people talking about this. Now, the hard part with this is the actual study is behind a paywall, so you can't read through all of it. And so it sort of depends on who's disseminating the Cliff Notes to you. Because the headlines vary based on who put out the headline.
I'm shocked.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like one of those things. But here is what we do know it says. Okay, so this is research conducted by the University of Texas at El Paso, UTEP. And it suggests that what we are seeing on screen isn't an anomaly or your imagination. The Kansas City Chiefs are indeed receiving favorable whistles in their biggest games. In a data set spanning more than 13,000 penalty calls from 2015 through 2023, researchers found that postseason officiating has disproportionately favored the Mahomes-era Chiefs, coinciding with their rise as one of the NFL's most marketable franchises. The theory, developed by the lead author of the study, his name is Spencer Barnes, assistant professor of finance at UTEP, considers essential moments such as playoffs and nationally televised games. The study states that when the league's financial health is at stake, rule enforcement may subtly shift to protect market appeal. The study likely only covers a small portion of Travis Kelce's relationship with music mogul Taylor Swift. Remember, she's only been there for a couple of years, so it doesn't, the NFL loves the Taylor Swift uptick, but that wouldn't explain all the way back to 2015. It says, in playoff games, penalties against Kansas City's opponents were 2.36 more yards than average. Flags were also 23% more likely to result in a first down in favor of the Chiefs. The study adds that subjective calls, such as roughing the passer and pass interference, occurred 28% more frequently. Now, I would tread lightly, but maybe toss out, is 23% more likely to result in a first down in favor of the Chiefs? Is that significant? Is 28% more frequently, the subjective calls? Is that 28%? I mean, it's not that much. I mean, how many flags are in a game?
Well, it's 1 in 4. So if you think about statistically, like that could.
But let's say you get 13 penalties in a game. Okay.
So 3 of them aren't like real penalties.
Well, but some of those are on the other team.
Yeah.
So you're saying just for the Chiefs, 28%. So it's a couple penalties a game.
Yeah, so this is either way. It's either helping the Chiefs with a penalty against the other team or for their team.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a big deal here. It's not just like a roughing Pat Mahomes and then they get extra yards. I got you.
Sports Illustrated previously reported that Mahomes gets 0.12 roughing the passer penalties per postseason game, up significantly. What did I say? 0.12?
Yeah.
0.412. Roughing the passer penalties per postseason game, up significantly from the 0.12 league average. During the regular season, the pattern is reversed. According to the study, the Chiefs get less than average yardage on penalties and are less likely to produce first downs compared to league norms. According to UTEP, the Chiefs have an advantage in the high leverage moments during the playoffs, but other dynasties, like the Patriots, did not show a similar advantage. Barnes said the fact that postseason penalties consistently favor one franchise, while similar dynasties showed no such pattern, points to the powerful role of financial incentives in shaping supposedly neutral decisions. Does it?
Nah.
That's kind of a leap, is not? I mean, that's... Well, let's continue on, then we'll talk about it. Okay. This says... blah, 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 blah. Okay, I think that's it. That's what we wanted to report to you.
Okay. I mean, that's...
Okay, so 23%, 28%. Mahomes roughing, they said 0.412 as opposed to league average 0.12. See, that seems, significant. One, I would say that it's 100% speculative that the Chiefs get more calls in the playoffs is tied to money. Like that.
Yeah, there's no connection.
There's no, okay, so it's one thing. We learned here that there is evidence to suggest that the Chiefs do get more subjective calls in the playoffs. We can kind of see that with our own eyes, by the way. That's been a narrative. It's like, it does seem that way, but I often kind of think that good teams, particularly dynasties, it's amazing how often we think that happens because they're just good. So we did learn that there is evidence to suggest that the Chiefs get more calls, but saying that is tied to money and it's tied to the league's revenues, that is totally theoretical. Like, I don't know how again, it's behind a paywall, so we don't see the entire reasoning, but that's completely unproven. Like, that's just a theory. So the other thing too, maybe the Chiefs are good at drawing flags.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Some teams are. Maybe their play calls in big playoff moments are more likely to draw flags. I don't know.
Well, this is in big moments. I would love a list of the exact penalties that were studied because I think it's imperative to look at the moments that it was, for Kansas City as opposed to another team. Like, just saying, like, in a general sense that they had more penalties called for them in the playoffs, that doesn't tell me the complete story.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like, this is behind a paywall.
Well, I know, I get that.
Can't,
but
I'm sure it's all in there, but we can't.
Yeah.
Or let me guess, we could. I don't know who I got to pay, but I'm not going to pay him. So that's what I'm saying. This is a weird story because it's already in the headlines and it's just kind of cliff noted at the major points, but we don't get all of the data. That is a problem.
Well, and who knows if there's data there? It could just be a wrap up of the whole point that we've heard to this, to this part of the article and just saying like, well, there you go. Like, yeah, you're right. It doesn't talk about the connection for money. I mean, are we talking like betting wise? Are we talking from sponsors?
He's talking about the NFL needs the Chiefs to be good. The Chiefs and Taylor Swift and their dynasty, like that whole thing means dollars to them. And I guess that's true. I think what they're saying is the Chiefs are more popular than past dynasties like the Patriots, and they are. They're more fun to watch. Yeah. And they probably get better ratings, which means more revenue.
They also exist in the social media era, too. So
yeah, well, I mean, so did the Patriots.
But not like TikTok didn't exist. Like the young kids now, I mean, you see all the leagues, not just the NFL. It is imperative upon their social media arms to be on TikTok. So they're trying to get those younger viewers, too. So
that's tied to money, and so that's their hypothesis. It's just you just can't. I don't know how they draw that conclusion that it's about that, because the reality is the NFL is not desperate for ratings. Like, they kill it no matter who plays. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's kind of silly to suggest, the NFL really needs the Chiefs. No, it actually kind of doesn't.
People are throwing a Super Bowl party, whether it's the Arizona Cardinals in the game or not. It doesn't matter.
Well, and, by that theory, couldn't you say that if the NFL really didn't like the Patriots being a dynasty, did they try to kill the Patriots being a dynasty? It didn't seem like it.
No.
It did. If they did, it didn't work. I mean, maybe the Deflategate stuff, you could, conspiracy theory opportunities there, but I don't know, man. I think this is a little, I would imagine it is true. They did study it. It is true that the Chiefs get more calls in the playoffs, but I go back, 23%, 28%. Is that really that significant?
Yeah, it's down to the specific calls for me. That's where I need to really see. It's like, okay, are we referring to this is why they made the Super Bowl one year? I understand paywalls, but I bet even behind the paywall, there's not even a more complete picture. I don't trust people's research anymore, Rob. I just don't.
Well, I'm guessing the research is sound.
Okay.
But what I think where we're getting lost here is the fact that nobody's actually read the research. You know what I mean? Like, it's all just, see, it just it's a headline.
Yep.
And it's clickbait, and it's like, and then that's enough for us. I don't know. I'm a little skeptical of that. But anyway, you know what's weirder with the Chiefs is, did you know that their left tackle is missing?
Well, they can't find him? Like
Correct.
He's a missing person?
Correct.
I missed this. What?
So did you watch Chiefs-Lions?
Yes.
So at the start of the game, they did mention it. They came on and they said the Chiefs are having to start a new left tackle tonight. And I think the guy might have been hurt. His name's Josh Simmons. He's the rookie left tackle.
Yeah, okay.
He's good. And they came on, they said the Chiefs just found out today they have to start a different guy at left tackle. Apparently Mahomes found out in walkthrough on Sunday that Simmons was gone. They said maybe a family emergency, but no one knows. And Andy Reid was asked about it yesterday, and he has no clue when he's coming back. He just said, you just need to talk to the GM. Nobody knows what's going on with Josh Simmons. He is not with the team.
The situation described as extremely serious by multiple Chiefs officials Thursday. So earlier today, the team described it as extremely serious and a family matter. And the insider, Nate Taylor, said that he was fearful about whatever was causing Simmons' absence. Like those are
it's weird.
Yeah, that's
very weird.
Yeah. I don't want to speculate. That's just not good.
Yeah, we shouldn't speculate,
No.
but why wouldn't you just say a family matter, he'll be back when he can? It's just weird terminology.
A couple of other teammates have said that they were praying for him. Like I'm reading what I can, and I'm reading what other people are saying publicly. So, yeah.
Okay, well, coming up next, let's get back to college football. I have the 10 most expensive buyouts. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, 10. And is Dan Lanning on the list? We'll get to that next, okay? But first, Schultze with SportsCenter.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a SportsCenter update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, the LA Dodgers busy down at their home park right now, taking on the Milwaukee Brewers for Game 3 of the NLCS. They currently hold a 3-1 lead in the bottom of the 7th over the Milwaukee Brewers. It's been all Dodgers tonight. They started off, man, Shohei Ohtani leading the game off with a triple. Mookie Betts coming in with an RBI double. And then a couple more later on from Tommy Edman. And actually, no RBI on the third scored run. That was because Milwaukee's pitcher tried to pick a runner off at first, threw it into the dugout. Of course, the runner on third scores automatically at that point. So, yeah, 3-1 Dodgers looking to take a 3-0 lead in the NLCS, almost to the top of the 8th. The Mariners getting going here in just a couple of minutes in Game 4 of the ALCS, hosting the Toronto Blue Jays up at T-Mobile Park. Luis Castillo, the Max Scherzer on the bump, hoping to extend that from a 2-1 series lead to a 3-1 series lead. It's a 5:33 official first pitch on Fox Sports 1. And Week 7 of the NFL getting going tonight. Thursday night football action in Cincy with the Steelers traveling to face the Bengals. Pittsburgh already off to a 7-0 lead. 8 minutes to go in the first quarter there. That is a touchdown pass from Aaron Rodgers to Jonnu Smith on the board. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Schultze from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt, missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
The home of the Fan Happy Hour. 1051 FM and 1080 AM.
Okay, well, Luis Castillo has the ball. Warm-ups are over. Batter stepping in, George Springer and his weird hair. Have you seen his hair, George Springer's hair?
He's balding. Like,
Yes.
dude.
What is he doing?
He's letting it go. He's not touching.
God.
It's like there's two spots, one in the center back of his head and then one like on one side, and they're just they're going.
But
and
then he's also trying that faux hawk thing, like as if he's still got hair. Like, what? Dude, shave your head,
yeah,
man.
just shave it, bro. Like that's
Come on, brah.
come on.
Uh-oh.
Of course.
I got
Hey,
him.
right to Randy.
All right.
God.
Line drive out. Okay, so yeah, they're underway in Seattle. The roof is open.
Okay.
They are better with the roof open.
They are.
And it is 57 degrees. Looks a little on the chilly side, but we're underway. And Leo Rivas is starting.
Yeah, they made a little change to the lineup, removing one Victor Robles. Don Canzone, who was DHing, is now in right field. Polanco moves from second to designated hitter, allowing one of the heroes so far this postseason for the Mariners, one Leo Rivas, to get in at second. And I like that play. I think that's a good change to the lineup.
Why did we do that?
Because Robles hasn't had a very good postseason so far, batting-wise. He's only had like a hit or two, and I think it's just a way of getting what Dan Wilson views as like a hot hand, because Leo Rivas was great during the regular season for Seattle. You asked me where he came from a couple of days ago.
Yeah,
and
never heard of him.
He's kind of one of those guys like equal to like the Toronto career minor leaguer that's come up and had a good, couple of replacement
Well, I will say,
times for the Mariners.
watching the Mariners in the postseason,
Yeah.
that I think it's like 6, 7, 8, where they go Suarez, Canzone, Robles.
Yeah, and
That is a black hole.
they needed to pick that 8 hole up tonight. Canzone, I think, is still batting 7, and it's Rivas now in that 8 hole. Crawford still at the 9.
I like Crawford at 9, but when you go Suarez, because Suarez is just not. I guess he almost hit a home run the other night, but
He's had a home run
he's
and a
hit or
double
miss.
this postseason.
But he's a whiff machine. Like when you go him,
Yeah.
Canzone, Robles, just not good.
Oh, no, Crawford's batting 8th. Sorry. So
he?
Rivas is batting 9th.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not sure I like that.
So they switched it up.
They did. It looks like, they're going to challenge it or take a look at it. But 1, 2, 3, first inning for Castillo, baby.
I have to report to you that Schultze has been pacing back and forth in the other booth over there.
I'm,
Now that we're underway, he's sitting down because he has to because of the show. But during the break, he was all over the place. in
yeah,
there.
I'm to the point where it was, 5 minutes before first pitch. I'm in my feels. My throat's in my stomach. This isn't good.
Okay, college football. I have the 10 most expensive buyouts. Now, this is in honor of James Franklin, rest in peace. He will get paid, what do they say, like $56 or something million just to not coach. Still one of the most amazing things in sports, that coaches get paid that kind of money to not coach.
I know.
It's incredible.
These
God.
aren't they're not even guaranteed contracts either. They're like memorandums of understanding. So the fact that these are paid out is fascinating.
Well, Signetti's, he got a raise today, Signetti. His is guaranteed. They said $93 million guaranteed for Signetti.
So
he's going to get that no matter what.
Yeah.
They're not, basically they just said, look, you're our guy. Thank you for turning around our program. We are not going to fire you. We have you for 8 years. That's probably what he wanted because he's 64. That gets him to 72, and he can ride off into the sunset. He said, I want to retire a Hoosier. So, yeah, I don't know. It may not work out, but that's what you got to do to keep a coach these days. So these buyouts, man. So Franklin at $57 million, which is a huge buyout, which is why a lot of people thought that Penn State would not pay it. That is actually only 8th amongst the highest college football coach payouts. Would you like to hear the top 7?
Oh, lay 'em on me, baby.
Okay, I will. Matt Rule, believe it or not, $55 million. I'm starting at 10, by the way.
Okay.
Oh wait,
10 to 1. Is that how
2,
you're going?
3, 4, 5, 6.
Counting live production.
I have
on the
11.
air.
I have 11.
I
Sorry.
like that. You got an honorable mention too.
Honorable mention is Matt Rule.
Okay.
Did you know he has a $55 million buyout?
That's not surprising. He's a jumper. He's gone from
That's crazy.
Baylor
But that's true.
to North Carolina,
You're right.
to Carolina, and then back to Nebraska. They wanted to ensure he'd be around for a couple years.
Yeah, they said, yeah, if you're going to come here, we want you, but we need you to stay. And it sounds like he might. He came out and said, because he played at Penn State. He came out and said, I got everything I need here. Kind of like what Dan Lanning said. Okay, number 10, believe it or not, it is Dan Lanning.
All right.
His buyout is $56 million if they fire him without cause. He will have to pay Oregon $20 million if he leaves for another job. Number 8 was Franklin. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Number 9 was Franklin. Number 8 is Dabo at $60 million.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Definitely makes sense. Got a championship. Number 7, Mario Cristobal. $61 million.
Not a little surprising, but Miami
Yep.
gave him a Brinks truck when they hired him.
Yeah, again, that's a guy that they had to, they were luring him hard, and
He was a hot candidate at the time, for sure.
he was, but was he, though? He wanted that Miami job because, he went there, but
Yeah, I think they were.
I don't know how hot he was.
I mean, maybe the amount of money was more trying to just prove that they could try. They're going for some stability here, and with the long time, alum guy. I don't know.
That was more of just a fit, I think.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's at $60 million. Brian Kelly, $62 million at LSU. Mike Norvell, $63 million. Hey-o.
Damn.
They ain't firing him.
No.
I bet that because Penn State did, and they'll pay the $56 million. I don't think Florida State pays Norvell to go away yet. Maybe next year. Although if they lose to Stanford, so the top 4 buyouts: Steve Sarkisian, $64 million. Kalen DeBoer, $70 million.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Lincoln Riley, buyout, $90 million. He ain't going anywhere.
No.
And the number 1 buyout amongst college football coaches is Kirby Smart, $118 million to buy his ass out.
Wow.
That is crazy.
And I don't think any of those 10 are going anywhere, for a long time.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I mean, Norvell is the one. Well, Franklin did get fired, so one is going somewhere. It's going home.
I guess a lot of the other coaches have success right now, so.
Well, Norvell's struggling. They beat Alabama. They haven't done anything since. And like I said, they lose to Stanford this week. They're going to Stanford across the country. They lose that game. Oh, baby.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, I mean, like Kalen DeBoer has stabilized. Sark at Texas is interesting if, let's say they don't make the playoff this year and then next year they come out and struggle. Yeah, there'll be whispers. They'll be impatient down there. But those are your top 10 most expensive buyouts in college football. Dan Lanning at $56 million. All right, travel in the Big Ten. It's a thing, but how much? We'll get to that next on The Fan.
It's time for a Ducks Report, the inside story on Ducks athletics. Brought to you by Mods PDX. The future of building is here.
Overall recognition, we have to do a better job from a protection standpoint. We have to continue to establish the run throughout the game. We had success at times. In a game, you look at it, it's 20-20 in the fourth quarter, and you got to be able to close out those moments in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that was Dan Lanning from our show today. I asked him what he's taken from the Indiana game to work on and improve on, and he said recognition, which, that's what we all saw. Dante Moore had trouble recognizing what Indiana was throwing at him. The coaches didn't adjust to it very well, or maybe didn't coach him up enough, or he just didn't see it, and that's something that they had to focus on, and rightly so. I mean, that's what Indiana did to him. Mods PDX, the future of building is here.
Oregon Ducks football with Isaac and Suk on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
All right. Well, the over-under on walks by Max Scherzer tonight was 1.5. He walked 2 of the first 3 batters.
That's insane.
What a walk that was.
I mean, maybe they expected him only to be in like 4 innings, but yeah, there you go.
Yeah, because he's been wild all year.
I mean, he didn't pitch that much. I think he had like a near 6 ERA when he did pitch in the regular season. He's getting old, so he's probably
just
injured.
old. He looks terrible.
He did not look on. He luckily got out of the inning with a double play. Jorge Polanco hitting it right behind second base. That sucks. They had 1 out and 2 on. Did not cash in. Still scoreless.
The crafty righty.
But Luis did look good in the first inning. So hopefully, man, what does he have? Like 7 innings, 1 hit so far. No runs given up in the playoffs.
Yeah, that guy's bringing it.
Yeah, let's cross my fingers. Let's continue that.
So we were talking with Dan Lanning earlier about travel in the Big Ten. You know, they went Chicago, home, Pennsylvania, home, now to New Jersey. It's a lot of travel. It is a thing, and it is what it is. I mean, you know, it's not, it just, they know it's coming, and you just handle it as best you can. He said they do a lot of yoga before and after these long flights. He says he likes to keep them busy on the flights, 5-hour flight. But, can it affect your performance in the games? Well, I think cumulatively it can. That is hard on your body. But, you know, the Ducks are pretty good about, I just think they're a well-conditioned team. I think they're cutting edge in terms of some of the things that they're doing to keep guys' bodies right. So that said, it's human nature. It's not easy. Now, I think the thing about travel in the Big Ten, and the ACC, I guess, would be this way too. You've got Florida State coming all the way out to Stanford. So I think there are 2 scenarios where it really would affect your team. And this has actually been proven in terms of, it's like the betting market looks at these things, and it's a thing. Doesn't mean your team won't win, but it's much tougher. And it's 2 different scenarios. It's when West Coast teams are playing on the East Coast at a time when they'd normally be sleeping. That's a problem.
Ooh, okay.
Right? So that would be like a night game that would be an early game on the East Coast. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
On the East Coast.
Yeah, so like Rutgers flying back for an Oregon game.
No, a West Coast team playing on the East Coast at a time when they'd normally be sleeping. So it'd be a late game. It'd be a late East Coast game.
Yeah.
Or an East Coast team playing on the West Coast when they'd normally be at breakfast.
What's like the latest start for an East Coast college football game? Like 7, 8 Eastern?
Well, the Rutgers game is 6:30 out there.
Yeah.
But that's 3:30 Oregon body clock time.
Yeah.
So that's probably not that big of a deal.
No.
Yeah, I don't know what the latest time would be. But if you got, like, UCLA had one recently. Did they go... They went back east. God, what time was that game? East Coast teams playing on the West Coast when they'd normally be at breakfast has also been a problem. And I think that applies to Maryland this weekend. They are... No, I have that backwards, don't I?
Probably.
You're not listening. I know you're watching the
No,
Mariners.
I'm listening to you.
I'm
just
thinking,
trying to follow.
I'm thinking through this. I screwed it up. It's West Coast teams playing on the East Coast at a time when they'd normally be at breakfast.
Okay.
That makes more sense. And then East Coast teams playing on the West Coast when they'd normally be sleeping.
Like when Oregon was at Northwestern for their 9 a.m. kick. That's what you're saying is a problem.
Yeah, because they would normally be at breakfast. Exactly.
It's a 6 a.m. time.
Although that's Midwest.
Gotcha.
Or that's Central Time. Yeah, I had it backwards.
But
I'm
close
sorry.
enough. That's the closest example I could think of.
But think about an East Coast team playing on the West Coast where they they would normally be sleeping. So it'd be like if Oregon kicks at 7:00 hosting Rutgers.
Yeah.
It's 10-something their time.
Exactly.
So those 2 scenarios, if you watch in the ACC and the Big Ten, those 2 scenarios are something to keep an eye on in terms of teams really being behind the 8 ball with travel. I think we got there.
I got there. I understand.
It was hard, but we got there.
I've got ADHD, and I understand you. So there we go.
Hey, ADHD, huh?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it makes life fun sometimes. A little annoying other times, but
Are you on meds?
I've tried. They kind of make me a little too. So try something else.
Now, what would mean?
Just go, 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 go. Like you would like me.
Well, we love you.
No, I appreciate it, but if I felt like that, which was just overbearing, like, oh my gosh, I need to do something. Oh my gosh, like it was like almost an uber. It was like too focused. It's like, what am I gonna do next? What am I
too focused?
Yeah,
okay.
it's like, okay, I need to find a happy medium here.
Well, maybe smaller dose or something. I'm no doctor, but
No, Dr. Rop, let's go.
all right. Well, the NBA starts next week, and I couldn't care any less.
Blazers play tonight. Did you know that?
I did not. Who they playing?
It's their final preseason matchup. Let's see.
Have they won in the preseason yet?
Yes, I think they won one. They play the Utah Jazz in Salt Lake tonight. Woo!
Okay.
6 p.m. So what? Yeah, 5 minutes
So wait,
from now.
when is their first game? Next Wednesday?
The 18th, I thought. Or no, that would be this Friday. Yeah, but hold on.
Holding.
Blazers regular season.
There is one cool thing I saw. Is the reason why I bring it up.
Yeah, next Wednesday, the 22nd. Yeah.
Who they playing?
Who
Who they gonna lose to?
The Timberwolves.
Ah,
Minnesota. And that is at home at Moda.
exciting.
Oh, I won't be there. Who am I kidding?
You're a big Blazer fan, though. You should be there. Go support your team, Schultze.
I am a diehard Blazers fan, but
You probably have Mariners World Series to be watching.
I mean, next week, I don't think the World Series starts yet, but yeah, it just
Doesn't? Do we have to wait a week or something between?
I think Game 7s are on Monday
Yeah.
of the CSs, and then Game 1 of the series is that Friday. So like the 24th.
Oh man, neither of these are going 7 either, so we're gonna have to wait a whole week.
I mean, I don't know, man. It may go 7 at least.
Damn it.
The Seattle-Toronto series, I don't know about that, buddy. Like, it could. Just depends on what happens tonight.
Don't buddy me. It's not going 7.
All right.
Mariners in 5.
You want to place a wager on that? No, you know what? I
No.
don't, because I like what you're saying, Mariners in 5. I'm not going to fight that. I don't want to win money. Are you kidding me? I just want them to win.
No, I could care less about the NBA opening, but one thing I did see was what happened in Boston, and the Celtics had they had a media basketball game, which, whatever.
That's kind of awesome, though.
Well, it's more awesome when you hear what they did with it. Did you see this?
No, but I'm excited to hear who the hell played in it or how they promoted it. What'd they do?
Well, we've played in media games before, where they're like, "Oh, we love you. Come on down. We'll do it." Whatever.
We've done that.
Cares. But Joe Mazzulla, the Celtics coach, had the media play the coaches. And I don't know if you've seen who's on the Celtics staff, but they're all ex-NBA players.
I was going to say, it's a starting lineup of former guys, right? It has to be.
Dude, do you know what the final score was?
I don't know what the
They
quarters...
kept score.
70-10.
Oh, very close. Coaches, 57.
There we go.
Media, 4.
So they didn't even get double digits.
They scored 4.
Yeah.
I don't even know how they scored 4.
A couple of cherry pickers, probably. Seriously, that's the only way. Nobody hit a 3. Nobody drew a foul. God.
One reporter said, they said it was so fun that one reporter did a whole story on it and said that getting the ball past half court felt like a victory to them. So coaches were running traps, dude. They were like backcourt trapping the media.
I want the Blazers to do this because I want to come off the bench and try to hit a corner 3. I won't be able to, but I want the Blazers to
Well,
do
you got
this.
Chance.
Okay.
That he'd lock you down. I'm sorry, Schultze. I know you can.
No
I know
kidding.
you can ball, but I'm guessing he'd lock you down.
Former NBA champion? Yeah, I think so.
Now, I am not aware of who else is on their staff. Are they ex-NBA guys, players?
I think they've got a couple. Let's see. Tiago Splitter.
Oh dear.
Yes, you're done. I don't know. The other guy, yeah, Ronnie Burrell, maybe. And then Nate Bjorkson was not in the NBA.
Okay.
I don't know about
All
Patrick St. Andrews. Quentin Crawford. James Posey, also another former
Oh,
NBA
dear.
player. So
Yeah.
there's at least 3 that I know of.
We're in trouble.
Yeah, we're even with those
Except,
3.
You know what we have, though? On our side, we got Danny Meringue.
Yeah. Yeah,
that dude will drop 40 on those coaches.
Yeah, dude, he's gonna just break Chauncey's ankles every play.
Well, I think that's great what Missoula did.
I love that.
And the media said they loved it. They were terrified, but they had fun with it. And the coaches, I guess, were going at them. I just wonder what the score would be if the media played the team.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, would they even score? They wouldn't score.
No,
would
they wouldn't score a damn point.
See, I'm really stunned that the media got 4 points. I actually think that's a pretty good score. They got 4 points against the coaches. That's not bad.
Like
and
I said,
there is video of it, too. It's kind of funny.
I need to watch it.
Yeah.
Had to be a cherry picker, though. That's just hilarious, man.
Well, anyway, that got me excited for the NBA season. If that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will.
Mariners,
Maybe Russell Westbrook signing with the Kings.
Mariners playoff baseball's got me pretty excited.
Yeah, we know Schultz.
I know. Malcolm Brogdon retired. You see that?
Former Blazers great.
Yeah, like signed with the Knicks just a week before the season started. It's like, I'm out.
Well, we do have Kristaps as a Hawk. We have DeAndre Ayton as a Laker. We have Russell Westbrook as a King, and we have Al Horford as a Warrior. And Durant, he's with the Rockets. So you got that.
Yeah. Rockets will be all right.
Did Naylor just go yard? Did Naylor just go yard?
Oh,
he did!
Yes!
Chauncey, let's go!
Yes! I was looking at
1-0.
the glove, baby. Josh Naylor sneaks one over the wall. His second home run of the postseason. Mariners do lead 1-0 right now in the bottom of the second. No one out.
You know what else you should be worried about with the NBA season starting? All of the skinny Luka talk. You're going to get so much skinny Luka talk.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to be nauseating.
Redone Luka, the new Luka 2.0. I can already see the headlines.
All right, let's move on to the club. I've got some clock eaters, including power ranking the worst feelings. And we got to get to a story we ran out of time for last night. But how much would you pay to recline your seat on a flight? That's next. Club on the Fan.
AM.
First on the Fan, 2 championship series matchups going on in baseball tonight. First, the Dodgers taking on the Brewers in Los Angeles, and that one just actually went final a couple of minutes ago. LA gets the 3-1 win over the Brewers, now moves to a 3-0 series lead, 1 game away from the World Series. Glass now with 8 strikeouts, but it was Vesia coming in from the bullpen with the win. RBIs for Mookie Betts and Tommy Edman for LA. And going on right now in Seattle, some great news for you Mariners fans. They lead now 1-0 in the bottom of the second. Josh Naylor going yard just a couple of minutes ago, scraping it over the wall. And 1-0 once again. Bottom 2, no one on. J.P. Crawford at the plate. Week 7 of the NFL getting going tonight. Thursday Night Football in Cincinnati. They host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's going well for Pittsburgh right now. 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. They lead 10-0. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Schulte from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Your home for the Oregon Ducks, the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM. Warning. The following program may not be suitable for children.
Hold on to your butts.
As the sun sets over Slabtown, in the shadows of the Fremont Bridge, a club comes to life where you can let your freak flag fly.
There's a new fiesta in the making as we speak, full kegs. Everybody's gonna be there. You ought to go.
The only thing that's off limits are the words you can't say thanks to the FCC.
They don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
We've given away too much to arrive at these political compromises. Yeah.
Google me, bitch.
Oh no, oh no.
Well, my.
Special teams, joke.
What an opportunity.
Go Tigers!
Just a matter of time. She's not lonely. I apologize.
Okay, we apologize.
It's time for the club, baby, on 105.1 and 1080. The Fan.
Girl, do something else.
All right, nice to have you along here. Club on a Thursday.
Yeah, I feel you there, bud.
I'm your host. Yeah, 1-0 Mariners. Looking good, buddy.
Let's go.
Let's go. Man, didn't we just talk about this yesterday? The overuse of let's go.
And we're still doing it.
I know. It's like, it's just, you can't even help it.
It's one of those ticks. It's like or
Yes.
like. It really is.
It is.
You're like, we gotta stop doing this. And
Maybe we don't.
it's impossible.
We've got a couple time wasters, clock chewers coming up, clock eaters as we like to call them.
I like wasting time.
But first, back to our story from last night. We failed to get to this, but if you've been reading about WestJet and what they're doing, they have some jets that they have revamped. They're being modernized.
Okay.
737-8 MAX and 737-800 aircraft. 43 in all they're going to do like this. And what they have done, this is at WestJet, like I said, there will be a premium cabin with 12 seats, and they recline. They will have the most legroom in this premium cabin. Travelers who take advantage of this option will have their own coat hook. Always love a good coat hook. I think it's important.
Actually, that's highly
underrated.
Underrated on planes, at bars.
At
when you go
bars,
when you go to a bar,
Look
and they,
under the bar.
Well, and then not only under the bar, but the good ones now, like the big, little tables, the rounds or whatever you call them. If they have hooks under those now too, it's like, dude, we need these.
Whatever happened to the good old-fashioned coat check? Where you have some hot there, she gives you a little ticket, you give her $5.
I mean,
holds
that's
onto your coat.
That happens at events.
Maybe slips her number in there.
But I've never seen that. But like, I go to the Schnitz and I can get that done. Damn.
Yeah. Ooh, is that a leadoff double?
Yeah, Kiner Falefa.
Kiner Falefa plays for the Blue Jays?
He does.
Oh, God.
Yeah, cast of
no wonder they're down
randos.
in this series.
Shut up, man. They're going to listen
What?
to you, and they're
that
going to
guy
be...
sucks. He just doubled, though. so maybe he doesn't
suck that much. Yeah,
he seems like the type of guy the Royals would go get. Hit 212.
He fits into there. Yeah. You guys got Adam Frazier after we were done with him, so
exactly,
it
exactly my point. Anyway, there is a snack tray built into the seat, comes out of the arm. Passengers can store their device in a special holder and charge it using the AC plug socket or the USB-C port. On the last row is a privacy feature that separates the section from the other cabins. You know, they have like the little curtain that somehow separates first class from... It's just so stupid.
This old Jerry Seinfeld joke, well, maybe if you had worked a little harder, I wouldn't have to do this. It's like, that's
don't look in here.
Yeah, you can't see what's happening behind the curtain. It's like, oh, okay, you're popping a bottle of crappy wine? Cool.
Boy, that's so true. But at least it's free.
No.
And they give you an actual glass of
No,
it.
you do not have to pay. Yeah.
But it is crappy wine.
Well, and I did very, very nice flight attendant when my wife and I were flying back from a terrible event. It was her uncle's funeral that we had to fly back east for, and the first-class flight attendant gave us a bottle to take home. So I will always appreciate
what was
her.
It? What kind of wine did they
Some
have?
kind of Pinot. I don't think it was more than a couple of years old, but, you know, I liked it. I was sipping it the whole way home.
The thing to do now is get all those get the straightaway cocktails on there.
Oh,
they have them on Alaska.
The little cans.
They have little cans. Yeah, they have old fashioned and a margarita.
Yeah, a little coffee, a martini too.
An espresso martini. Yeah.
Actually,
let's go
on our honeymoon. The flight attendant beautifully gifted us a couple of those because
nice.
We were just I wasn't trying to get anything. I was just like so excited. I was like, it's our honeymoon, and yeah, she brought us a little care package that had those in it.
The espresso martinis?
Yes, and the margarita. Yes. Espresso martini and a marg.
Fantastic.
It was amazing.
I'd love hearing that.
Yeah. I do like Alaska. That's one of my...
Alaska's good.
I wish that out of Portland, if we're talking flights here, and I know I want to get to this WestJet story, but like, dude, offer more lay-down first-class options, please, out of Portland. I am so sick...
Wait. What does that mean? Lay down what?
Lay down first class. Not like just...
Lay down first class?
Yes.
Like lay your seat all the way down?
Yes, like I can sleep for 6 hours on a red-eye.
Well, isn't that only for like international flights?
No, it's out of L.A., out of San Francisco, out of Seattle, out of Boston, New York, or Orlando, or Dallas. Big airports have a lot of intercontinental first-class lay-down seats. But dude,
I didn't know that.
Portland just gets freaking forgotten about.
Yeah, we get nothing.
Well, like, you know the Mint JetBlue first class?
No.
Okay, it's one of the better options and one of the cheaper, more accessible options for just everybody if you're trying to fly first class in the U.S.
JetBlue?
Yeah, the Mint JetBlue. They only do Mint seats, though, out of Seattle here. Like, so you can't...
What's a Mint seat?
It's a first-class lay-down seat.
You're blowing my mind here.
Yes.
I don't know any of this.
So JetBlue...
I'm just an economy guy. I'm a man of the people.
Bro, it's...
I'm back there with the plebes and the peasants.
No, it's actually... You don't have to be on JetBlue. It's an accessible price. You just have to find the right flight. But none of them fly lay-down first class out of Portland. So
I don't think... Do we even... Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no.
The same guy? The same one? Dude, he's the 9-hitter.
Yeah, that's no good. Oh, he threw something. Well, yeah, Andres Jimenez just hit a 2-run home run for the Jays. Sorry, I'm not laughing at the Mariners' plight. I'm laughing at Schultze over here. He's pacing.
I gotta come get new headphones. I'll be right back.
Did you break them?
Yeah, I gotta go grab it.
He's coming in here. He's got to get new headphones. Yeah, boy. Listen, I know the feeling, okay? I get it. I absolutely get it. It's only the third inning, though, so let's get you some Valium. Yeah, Andres Jimenez, the 9-hitter for the Jays. He hit a home run last night, and he hit another one. Now 2-1 Blue Jays. So anyway, so that's the premium seats on these new WestJet redesigns. The recline on chairs in the standard economy class is fixed, so you cannot recline in the standard economy class. And so you have to pay extra to get a reclining seat. And I got to tell you, I don't think a lot of people will do that. Now, I will pay extra for legroom. My wife and I do that because a lot of times we have little Molly Tenjis with us, and she has to go under the seat in front of us. So we pay for the extra legroom, like the premium area of Alaska. And then you get free drinks, too. But I don't...
Smart decision.
I don't care that my seat doesn't... those seats do recline, but I wouldn't pay for premium just so the seat could recline. I don't need that. Maybe some people do. Maybe it's a long flight and they're going to be sleeping. Perhaps they would. but that's not a feature that I would pay extra for. They also are saying that they're going to have multiple economy areas. So they have economy, extended comfort, and standard economy. So this is what they're doing now, and this is kind of obnoxious, but you got to pay. Like, there are so many different seating options. Like, when you go in Alaska and you book your flight, and because we fly Alaska a ton, and you then go pick your seats. Well, so you pay your fare for your flight, and then you go pick your seats, and then it's like, well, $35 extra to sit here. Oh, $22 extra to sit here, or no extra dollars to sit with the peasants. And we always upgrade to the premium. This one is now saying that even in economy on WestJet, you're going to have multiple different sections that one costs more than the other.
That's dumb.
So it's just, they're doing this whole thing with premium seating, extra amenities, and leg room, but then you can get more affordable tickets, or you can get the super dirt cheap tickets, and it's just, I don't know. It's a lot.
Well, thankfully, WestJet is based out of Canada, if I'm not mistaken, so I'm hoping that no American company would want to do this, but God, everybody's making a buck.
They're saying this, it's all about money, and they're saying that if this works for WestJet, you better believe the other airlines will do it. So get ready to not recline your seat.
I mean, I already think there's too many designations. It used to just be economy, business, and first.
Yep.
Now there's 7 economies, 2 businesses, and then like 4 firsts.
That's right. And premium.
Premiums, exactly.
Yeah, it's weird. I will say, though, first class is awesome. If you've ever flown first class, and we don't fly first class a lot, but when you do, it's pretty sweet. I mean, those seats are great. They're huge.
Yeah.
Way more comfortable. Tons of leg room. They have to be extra nice to you.
In and out of security very quickly, too, because you get the first class line.
You don't get the rude flight attendants. They're real nice. And then you get free drinks, and the food, the food sucks, but it's better than what's back there.
Your relationship with travel, Rob, when you have first class is just so much better.
Totally, I bet it is.
It is.
I wish I don't know. It doesn't mean enough to me to always pay for it. Plus, it's kind of expensive sometimes.
It is. We try to use points because the cost is stupid.
But sometimes you can get it for cheap because no one's in it.
Exactly.
And then they'll lower the price.
Although that is, fewer and farther between with those opportunities. I've noticed flights are just full, like a lot of the time now.
Yeah, well, because there's fewer of them, huh?
Yeah.
They're cutting flights.
Yep.
Bastards. All right, well, let's get out of here before Schulte breaks another set of headphones. It's 2-1, 2 men on in the top of the third. Jays lead, 1 out. Hopefully Castillo can get out of it. We'll do a clock eater next. Power rank worst feelings on the Fan.
The Trailblazers are back.
The goal is to compete every night.
A new season with
in the third inning. Gabe Spires in. They had to pull Castillo because he loaded the bases. So we'll just let Schultze marinate over there as there is only one out. It is 2-1 Jays, bases loaded in the third. Spire pitching to Varsho.
Yeah, big one right here. I mean, frankly, I'm more okay with the walk because you obviously want a double play or an out here, but like you don't want this to get out of hand, right? God.
I was just reading about Keanu Reeves.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I love Keanu Reeves.
He is one of the
great dude.
Yeah, Hollywood stars that actually is a good person.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah,
that's what they say.
That's what I've heard.
So he was they did a feature on him in Variety, and he said when he was 20 and he first got to Hollywood, they wanted to change his name. It's kind of like the time when they told me I needed to shave my beard because I looked Middle Eastern.
What?
Yeah, that's true. That's a true story.
Whoever said that was off their rocker.
Well, we had an agent at that time. And they were from Chicago, and they came to visit us, and Suk and I were dining with them. And they said, yeah, some of the feedback we've gotten is that, because we were on Comcast Sportsnet at the time.
Oh, yeah.
You could see us.
You could. Just like on YouTube now.
Yeah, some of the feedback we've gotten is you look maybe a little Middle Eastern. I think maybe you should shave your beard.
That sounds
like,
so
why would
crazy.
that even... Who cares? What if I were?
Yeah, what does that matter?
Idiots. At any rate, Keanu Reeves, 20 years old. He says, quote, at 20, I drove in my car to Los Angeles. Got out of my car. My manager said, hey, we want to change your name. So then he says, you know, that's like a welcome to Hollywood moment. I remember I was walking on the beach and I was just like, my name? What if I changed my name? Well, my middle name is Charlie, so I was like, well, I could go by Chuck. And I grew up on a street called Spadina, so I went by Chuck Spadina.
Okay.
And then I was something Templeton. So then I became Casey Reeves. I was credited as Casey Reeves, the actor said on the New Heights podcast. And then I couldn't do it. So then I would be in auditions and they would go, Casey Reeves. And I wouldn't even answer. 6 months later, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this.
That's great.
Oh, boy, you got your walk.
Yep. That sucks.
Are they going to lose this series?
Dude, if they lose today, it's all momentum, all Toronto.
Yeah, they already have the momentum, but...
Well, really, though. Like, it's obvious that they've taken the lead.
Momentum. Castillo. Your pitching's kind of letting you down here, Schultze.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I don't know what the problem is. Are they leaving stuff in the zone?
Jays woke up.
Yeah, is every hitter on the Blue Jays is that good? Like, I'm struggling right now, man.
So what would you change your name to? You got middle name and the street you grew up on.
That would be one Thomas Norma, sir.
Thomas Norma?
Yeah, it sounds like a porn star, honestly.
Yeah, a little bit.
Which I kind of feel like that's the same equation for, hey, what's your porn star name? It's the middle name and the street you grew up on. Although I have two middle names, so it could be Maurice Norma as well.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah?
Your middle name's Maurice?
I got Thomas and Maurice. Jordan,
Dude, I love Maurice.
Thomas, Maurice Schultz.
Maurice, that's a kick-ass name.
It's my grandpa's name.
I'd do Maurice. What'd you say the
Thomas Maurice Schultz, and then Norma. Norma.
Maurice Norma. That's a pretty cool name.
Mo Norma, bro.
Mo Norma.
I could do that.
I love that. I'd be Everett Overhill.
I love that. Sound like a writer.
The way I don't hear any applause for that.
Yeah.
You go by E Overhill or
Everett
something?
I Overhill. Everett J Overhill.
Or be like E Isaac Overhill. One of those. People that...
Well, I Everett Robb is my judge name when I moonlight as a judge.
Why do people do that to their first names? Shorten it to a letter and then use their middle name.
It's very regal.
Yes.
But I'm not sure.
Just always wondered that.
All right, well, we better take a break because Schultz is about to melt down again.
Hey.
Who's Ernie Clement?
Some infielder for the Blue Jays.
He hadn't done anything the whole series.
Oh, he's actually had a couple of doubles.
Has he?
So I'm actually nervous. Yeah, he's 1 for 1 tonight already. A little nervous when he goes up to the plate, apparently. God.
Still bases loaded, 3-1. Ernie Clement is up there with his little bat waggle.
Yeah, this doesn't feel good, Rob. This does not feel good. You can just feel.
Yeah, it doesn't, does it?
No, you can just feel this kind of slipping away. There's a strike. My God.
Got him.
Finally.
Clement sucks.
I mean, 3-1's better than 8-1.
Okay, I've got worse feelings here. We're going to start with wet socks. Next, here's Schultze.
Now, from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, very busy night in the championship series in baseball. First, the Dodgers already getting a win over the Milwaukee Brewers in Game 3 back in Los Angeles. 3-1, the final RBIs from Mookie Betts and Tommy Edman in that one. Shohei Ohtani led it off with a triple, and obviously L.A. took it from there. Mizorowski did come in, though, for the Brewers. Pitched 5 innings with 9 strikeouts in relief, though did give up the 2 runs eventually that gave the Dodgers the win. Up in Seattle right now, not going well. Bases loaded, top of the third, 2 outs. Luis Castillo already out of the game. He gave up, yes, a 2-run home run. Again, Andres Gimenez takes the lead for Toronto. We'll see if Gabe Spire can get out of it. He already walked in a run and obviously trying to move to the bottom of the inning without any more damage. Now, a 1-2 count. We'll see if he can get this final out to move on. And over in the NFL, the Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals on the road. It was all Pittsburgh. Now 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Cincinnati taking the lead 14-0. 2 touchdown passes from Joe Flacco, 1 to Jamar Chase and 1 to T. Higgins so far. And yes, it
struck him out!
Yeah!
Backdoor, let's go!
Spire struck him out. They are still down 3-1, though, going to the bottom of the third in Seattle. More sports scores and stories in 30 minutes. I'm Schultze from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt, missing work, insurance companies acting like jerks. Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Recruiting with Andrew Nemec, Thursday evenings at 7 after Isaac and Souk on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
When it comes to affordable term life insurance, everyone's whistling the Big Lou tune. If you're over 50, maybe a bit poor.
have you from here.
All right, 3-1 Jays, bottom of 3. Still in this. Got out of the bases loaded jam. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, we got a hit, though.
What?
We got a hit. Mariners can't go like 0 for freaking 20 tonight.
Yeah, got a hit, man.
They can't strike out.
Wake up!
No, it can't be one of those games where they're just like, well, we can't do anything on offense. Like,
I mean, you can't make Max Scherzer look like Cy Young. Oh, wait.
I mean, they made Shane Bieber look damn good last night, and he had given up a couple of runs in his first start, too.
Both of those guys are Cy Youngs.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, power rank the worst feelings. Okay, I've got 6 here. We start with wet socks. That is a terrible feeling.
Oh, yeah.
If you've ever had wet socks.
Well, that's dangerous, too. You can't wear those for too long.
Why not?
Because you get, like, athlete's foot or fungus, or you can't keep your feet wet. You got to keep those little toesies dry.
Okay. So, wet socks. A barefoot dog doo-doo step. That's happened to me before.
Oh, me too. Like in the grass or on the porch or whatever.
Yeah. Wait, your dog poops on the porch?
No, I'm saying.
No.
Somebody else. Like what?
Yeah, read that once.
I don't have a dog.
So I think wet socks worse than barefoot dog doo-doo step, right? Or am I wrong?
I mean, you have to clean up the dog doo-doo.
Yeah.
So
you have to dry your feetsies.
Yeah, there's not poop involved.
Right. No feces.
Exactly.
Okay, let's add a mouthful of sand.
That's
brutal.
Yeah, but I feel like I can fix that with some water.
Yeah. I think that's right.
Very easy.
I think that's right. Let's add vomiting.
Well, vomiting sucks.
100%. But, once you do it, it's over. Fine.
Yeah, unless you got food poisoning. But yeah, it's
true.
quick.
Okay. Then let's add the hard tongue bite. I had one of those today.
Oh, when you're eating and you
worst.
bite your own tongue.
Yeah. The worst.
And it sticks around for days after.
Ah, yeah.
So you're going to be feeling that even worse tomorrow. I'm so sorry, Rob. That sucks.
Yeah, no, I felt it. I was drinking, I was eating something this morning, and then I had a sip of my coffee. It's all hot. Getting in all that. Yeah, it's horrible.
Ooh, almost along those lines, like a burned roof of your mouth, too. Like if you eat, too hot of a slice of pizza.
That's rough.
Because ain't going away for 2 days.
And then what about an inside nostril pimple?
Oh, yeah.
Those are rough.
Those are.
So what's the worst there? What power rank the worst feelings? We got wet socks. Ooh, was he out? Oh, he was out. They picked him off.
Oh.
Your boy Rivas. What's he doing?
Can we not?
Can we not?
We're just going to give this up piece by piece by piece, aren't we? I think it was called safe, so hopefully it's not enough evidence. No.
Yeah, he's out, dude.
Okay.
His little fingers wouldn't stretch all the way to the bag. You put him down, he gets there.
You can't do that down 2 runs. You can't do it. You just walked.
Yeah, leadoff walk and he gets picked off.
Yeah.
That's trouble.
You can't make these mistakes, man. You're not going to win the series making those mistakes. All right, power ranking that?
Yeah, so we got wet socks, barefoot doo-doo step, a mouthful of sand, vomiting, the hard tongue bite, or the inside nostril pimple.
I got to go doo-doo on the foot, number 1.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Not for me.
Where's your number 1?
Number 1, I think I'm going to go with the vomit.
Okay.
I hate throwing up.
It sucks.
It's the worst. Why do we even do it? Well, I know why we do it.
Why?
It should be easier. The Lord did not make us... Well, you know what I mean. I mean, it should be... Whoever made us should have made it easier to eject food items. You know what I mean? Like maybe another side hole or something. Yeah.
What? No, we already have enough.
I don't think we do.
I don't need it coming out my ear or anything, man.
It goes all the way up your... you taste it before it happens. Like that feeling before you're going to puke is the absolute worst. So I'm going to go that number 1. Then I'm going to go the hard tongue bite.
That's a good number 2.
Followed by... Boy, I think mouthful of sand is pretty underrated.
Yeah.
Wouldn't last that long.
I can fix that quickly.
Yeah.
So I'm not too concerned about that. It sucks, but it'll go away.
I'm going to go barefoot doo-doo step 3rd. Inside nostril pimple 4, wet socks 5, mouthful of sand 6.
All right.
That's what I got for you. And then watching Eugenio Suarez hit with runners in scoring position 7. Terrible feeling.
Can I put the Mariners on there right now? Terrible feeling.
Oh,
My
come
God.
on, Schultz. Let's keep it positive.
I'm trying.
Somebody
but it's
said they
3-1.
just saw Luke Anderson on TV.
That's awesome. Let's go. What
They're
up,
at the
Luke
game.
of Happy Hour fame?
What up?
I saw Dave Matthews was at the game last night. Somebody put that
Oh,
on
yeah?
social. Yeah. I'm like, all right, well,
That's
maybe
cool.
maybe his presence is not doing Seattle so well.
Is Eddie Vedder there? I know he's a Cubs fan, but
I know, right?
he lives in Seattle, doesn't he? Thought he did.
I mean, yeah, I know he was there for like the Vedder Cup, but playoffs, I don't know.
All right, well, what are your rankings? Let's go. Come
yeah,
on, dude.
No, definitely.
Focus. You are ADHD, aren't you?
Oh, hella ADHD. Yeah, one would be the doo-doo on the foot.
Okay.
What did he burglar?
Vomiting sucks.
Yeah, vomiting sucks. We
But
can all
like
agree.
it's quicker, like you get rid of it, like you do it and you're done. So I'm gonna go biting your tongue.
Ooh.
Second.
Okay.
That hurts. It
Yeah,
sticks
it's a
around.
tough one. Yep, it's a tough one. It's a tough L.
I'll go sand in the mouth, like dead last.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, and then I guess after
You got wet socks,
Okay.
nostril pimple, and that's it.
yeah, wet socks third, wet nostril pimple fourth. You can pop that thing. Like
Okay.
you can get some relief. But
Okay, next one. I have another one for you. Ready?
all right.
Power rank. What's worse? Reply all emails. Overcomplicated check splitting. Driving too slow in the fast lane. Or the instant stander upper when the plane lands.
Will put me down for number one in the fast lane. Like I hate it when people just sit there.
Yeah,
And
that's the worst, right?
What are you doing here in Oregon? Why do you do that so much?
Hey, we answered that question once on our show.
Oh,
Do
yeah?
you know why that is?
Why?
Because Oregon is one of the few states that for the longest time that was not the law. Drivers here were taught that it was not fast lane. It was not left lane is the fast lane.
That is
like it is in other states.
Great.
It is now,
But we're stupid. We
Well,
got there too late.
It's not that people are stupid. They were taught a different way.
I'm saying that we were
That's
taught.
why. You asked why. That's why.
I'm saying that we're stupid because we were taught a different way in the first place. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that way.
No.
And it's not now, but yeah, move up. Yeah, that is by far the worst, is it not? Driving too slow in the fast lane?
It
That's
has
got to
to
be the worst.
For almost everybody.
Okay, what's second worst? Reply all emails, overcomplicated check splitting, or the stander upper when they land. I don't care about the stander
No.
upper. I think that's stupid, but
Yeah.
I'm going to put that fourth.
Yeah, I'll put that.
I don't know why
fourth
you're
with
doing that, but maybe you got to stretch your legs. Maybe I don't know. Whatever.
It doesn't annoy me. I mean, you're not in my space. You're standing up. You're taking the space up above you, not next to me.
Number 2 for me is overcomplicated check splitting. That's absurd. Let's all be adults here. Split it, or just I'll get
Somebody
this
pay.
one, you get the next one.
Yeah, somebody put their card down.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the roulette. I like playing card roulette. Y'all throw your cards in a hat, and waiter or waitress chooses one. That's fun.
That is fun, but I got to tell you, dude, I am awful at that.
You owe for that?
Yes. I think I've lost the last 3. It makes me, it's like when you're on a bad run at the blackjack table,
Yeah,
or you're,
dude.
like you've lost a couple sports bets in a row. You're like, I don't like any of these bets.
Lost out again. Yeah, I'll have to go overcomplicated check split. I think we got the same one on this one. Like, reply all emails suck.
Yeah, stupid.
But you can hit the delete button, I think,
Yep,
and then
that's
it'll
right.
go away.
That's right. So maybe that's last. Maybe instant stander upper is second.
No, because getting that reply all email and then seeing the first few, no, that's annoying. You're like, what the hell's happening?
Yeah,
Shut up.
Okay. All right, if you had to live in one state for the rest of your life and you could never leave, which state do you choose? That's our next clock eater. We'll do that next to wrap up the show. By the way, Andrew Nemec, I saw him out there. He's out there. He's alive. He is coming up in 18 minutes. We'll be right back. 105.1 The Fan. Hey, it's Rob sticking around for Window.
have you from here.
Well, it's a bit like last night where every time I look up from the show, I look at the TV, the Blue Jays have scored again. So it is now 4-1, and Spire has been pulled. Somebody has texted in and they said, keep your head up, Schultze. We're used to the choke jobs with local teams. Come on, people.
I mean, I appreciate that.
I'm
trying, but
they're not choking.
This looks, like you just said, very similar to last night, though, man.
Yeah, it
Pitchers
does.
don't look great.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything outside of that home run from Naylor that makes me excited about hitters tonight for the Mariners.
Look, they're not choking. It's just Blue Jays bats woke up. You got to give them some credit. Even if you lose this game, it's still 2-2. Big game tomorrow. You got to win tomorrow.
No kidding.
Got to win tomorrow.
It ain't over yet. It's just so frustrating to see pitchers still throwing things up in the zone. Like, what are we doing? We know where we need to throw it.
Yeah, Spire didn't look so hot.
No.
And Castillo didn't look so hot. And Kirby didn't look so hot.
And they all, well, not Kirby, but Castillo, Spire, Brash, who's coming in right now. They all had 2-3 days off, man.
They're going to Brash in the 4th?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's where the Mariners are right now.
That's the cumulative effects there. So who's pitching tomorrow? Miller?
Yeah, tomorrow it's going to be Miller with Brian Wu available out of the bullpen.
Okay, those two got to go. I mean, you got to get some innings out of.
Yeah, you do.
Because you got 6 more innings here.
Well,
5 more innings.
Brian Wu's still a question mark, man. You don't know if he's going to be good yet.
The Woozer.
Hasn't pitched in, 3 weeks?
Oh, man. All right, so if you could, the question was if you had to live in one state for the rest of your life and you could never leave, which state do you choose? Now, to me, this is an easy answer. And I don't think it's going to be a popular one, but I think it's an easy answer. And it's clearly California.
Yeah.
Is it not? Because it's so big. You have the beaches, you have the mountains,
yeah.
You have a wide variety of things, different climates, Northern California, Southern California, cities, great golf. I mean, come on. Is there a state that rivals California?
Maybe something with all that's a little less expensive. Because Cali is,
that's true.
Top 3? Massachusetts,
well,
Hawaii,
on
California. But more often than not, it's a lot harder to find cheap housing, cheap goods in California. Yeah, there are areas. You're right.
Trying to think of oh, Jesus.
Dude.
Wild pitch.
What?
Scores another one.
So that's 2 mistakes now, by the way.
Cal Raleigh had that was a wild pitch. Cal Raleigh had no pass balls all season. And he just had one the other night in the playoffs. And now there have been 2 more. See, that to me, well, that's a wild pitch, I guess. But
yeah, that's probably a wild pitch. I do wonder if there was some hometown scoring for Cal Raleigh during the regular season. If some of those wild pitches that actually were pass balls were just they gave him wild pitches to save Cal stats. I don't know. Because this has happened a lot in the playoffs, and that's what I'm saying, man. It's like you're down 3-4 runs now. You're still making mistakes. You're leaving balls up. No, those teams don't go to the World Series, man. They just don't.
Oh, no.
Okay, thank God.
Okay, they got it. Can of corn. Vlad Guerrero's terrible.
Can we score?
All right, 5-1. Here we go. Bottom of the 4. Let's go. That did it again.
You looked up and they scored again.
Yeah, but I said let's go again.
Let's go.
I'm just going to stop fighting that. Hawaii would be good, but again, very expensive.
I've heard that it's actually not great to live there.
Why?
And especially moving there from the mainland because the jobs are very limited. The social circles are very limited. If you're single, it sucks because the dating pool extremely limited.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I could buy it.
Yeah,
there's better places. You're landlocked for sure.
Exactly.
And it's expensive. What about if we're looking at small or if we're looking at cheaper? I mean,
Texas has coast.
I think Florida.
Yeah.
There's certain places in Florida, no income tax.
Yeah, no state income tax. Yeah,
that's certain places you could live to, stretch your dollar.
That's why Washington for me would be one, no state income tax.
Dude, Washington and Oregon would be okay. Here's the next question: if you had to live in either Washington or Oregon for the rest of your life, which do you choose? And you could not leave.
Could I go visit the other state?
No,
I can't
you cannot leave.
Well,
it's got to be Washington, doesn't it?
I mean, I love my Mariners. People can come visit me. I can't
I think
leave.
It's Washington. Washington has a little bit more to... I mean, they're both awesome. But Washington has a little bit more to offer.
Yes.
in totality.
Yeah, there's.
And the San Juans count too, and that's amazing.
They do. Yeah, see, there's a lot of those beautiful islands. Yeah, that's where I'd be.
Yeah. Okay. Least expensive state that you would want to live in. Like you really see. I think I could live. Well, I think I could give New Mexico a try.
No, I've been there. It sucks. No,
I know it sucks, but I'm trying to stretch my monies. See, I just want to be further south because I like warm weather.
Well, I think Texas is a spot for stretching your money because A, no income tax, B, housing is still a lot cheaper there.
Certain places, yeah.
But
certain places suck.
I know. Well, that's the thing. I hate big bugs. I don't like flooding.
What about, no.
What is Louisiana cheaper at all?
Yeah, dude. It's one of the worst states in the union.
Well, there you go. Cheap. Stretch your dollar out.
I don't know. I don't think I could live there.
Maine?
Georgia.
Maine?
Never been.
It's beautiful on the coast if you go.
A little too cold for me.
Yeah,
I like to stay south.
Uh-huh. I don't know. The middle of the country just doesn't sound that fun to me, and that's where it's cheap.
I'm going through all the states, and none of that sounds.
The Carolinas. You know what?
Ooh,
North or South Carolina.
There you go.
That would be one to look at.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
You know, that's one. Actually, no, I've been to a wedding in South Carolina. North Carolina is one state I've never been to.
Okay.
And I've been to most states. I've never been to North Carolina. I really want to go there. I want to go to.
Beautiful.
What's the golf? It's Pinehurst.
Oh yeah.
Right.
That makes sense. I thought so.
Yeah,
Pinehurst sounds right.
They said giving up Bandon Dunes if you choose Washington over Oregon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes.
I'm
there's
okay
good
with
golf
that.
in Washington too. I love Bandon. I mean, Bandon's incredible. But there's good golf in Washington too.
All over the place. I mean, they got so many casinos there. There's I think there's golf courses attached to half of them. So I think there's more golf in Washington than there is here, if I'm not mistaken. But
I don't know. And you got Spokane. Can't live without Spokane.
I do love me some Spokane.
Do you?
Yeah.
I was joking.
My wife's boss lives in Spokane. I haven't been there since I went to a Washington State Oregon game 15 years ago. It's been a while.
Somebody called New Mexico an S-pit.
Well, I agree with you. 1,000%.
It's not that bad.
When's the last?
I've been to Albuquerque. It was fine.
Maybe I just needed to stay in Albuquerque because I was just in the northern part of New Mexico where nothing's going on and it just looks like you'll be murdered if you drive down the wrong street.
Well, a lot of Richies are, a lot of. Isn't that where old What's His Nuts died, and then the other What's His Nuts died there? Well, the Richies are setting up shop there.
I know that Jeffrey Epstein had a big plot of land in New Mexico. I don't know about who else was rich and died.
No, it was Gene Hackman died there.
Oh, yes. Okay, yes. He lived in New
wife.
Mexico. Yeah.
And then who's Val Kilmer died there.
Oh, I forgot that he died in New Mexico.
Yeah,
I loved me some Val Kilmer, man.
Las Cruces could be nice.
My sister-in-laws live there right now.
Okay, see? There you go.
Yeah.
Things are looking up. All right, we got to run. Thanks to Dan Lanning for coming on today. We've got Andrew Nemec coming up next, and Joey Harrington will be a part of our show tomorrow. Go Mariners, right? Schulte, come on. We need all the positivity we can get.
It ain't over yet.
We'll be back tomorrow, 3 to 7 on The Fan. Good night.